Hey everyone, so today I got back on Chubby after about a week or two off. I must say I was kind of motivated by seeing some of the small schooling shows being put back on the calendar, and it also looks like some of the bigger shows are going to be moving forward. So, Rah Rah has also come out of a temporary vacation. So, you'll notice today that this is not Chubby's finest moments. He's been really good lately. I posted a couple videos of him jumping around over small cross rails, of him getting lead changes, his flying lead changes both directions. And um, I think it's also good to post some of those not always perfect days. You'll watch a lot of people and their videos are all usually pretty positive. Nothing awful happened today, but I pulled him out of the field after some time off, and here we are. We're having trouble picking up the left lead. I think here I kind of, somewhere about now, I kind of get sick of trying to get the left lead, and he's really sticky over in the corner we're in now because you can't see, but his buddies are right down there, and he's not pleased to have to go by him. And then the gate is also he also has to pass the gate to get into that corner, so he's just not happy about having come back into work. So there we go. We are having trouble picking up that left lead, and in this corner closest to the camera, I just asked him to swap into the left lead from the right lead, and that actually worked better, but kind of just got to go with the flow. He was having trouble getting set up. He was too busy looking at everything else. And you can see he's pretty dramatic here. There's some head slinging, and he's pretty bouncy with his back end. I did put a all-purpose Steuben saddle on him, and I'm not sure if the saddle, he didn't like that, or if he's just being a little bit fresh. I think it was probably a combination of both. He's rather picky about what type of girth he has, and this is not this is not the girth that he typically likes. I know that sounds a little bit silly, but he is one of those horses that's a little bit sensitive on that nerve that runs down their side. So he prefers a fuzzy, stretchy girth, and this is a Voltaire anatomical girth, and it's leather and padded, but it just, for whatever reason, he doesn't care for it as much. I think most of this behavior, as you could watch him bouncing in the back there, has more to do with the fact he didn't really feel like working. I ended up kind of getting after him, and we had a good canter lap or two after that, and the fact that I can even get after this horse at this point in the game is kind of a big deal. When I first started riding him a couple months ago, I remember he stopped and looked at something, and I kind of clucked at him and asked him to walk on, and he got stuck, and then I kind of gave him a little pony kick, and he let me know what he thought of that, and it resulted with me on the ground. So, the fact that I can even get after him and tell him he's being naughty without him getting super reactive is actually a pretty big deal. So, I'm at a point where I can get on and ride the horse and start riding him like I would another horse and not worry about every little move I make. Is it gonna make him angry and result in me on the ground, or, him up in the air, front and or back end? And he's really matured over the last couple months and gotten some time under saddle, and this is just a green horse day, I think. But again, I think it's important to post some of these where they're not perfect, and hopefully you can see that I don't make a big deal about anything. And if you're working with a young horse yourself, especially a thoroughbred or a reactive horse, that you kind of just ignore the little things, like the little crow hoppy stuff or the head slinging, and there's nothing wrong with asking him to work through it, but at the same time, I don't think a huge response is needed. But that's about it, and hopefully we can get Chubby out on a few shows here soon. Thanks for watching.